It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to the Monday edition of the Mike Prince Show. Of course, our daily mission is to come to you each and every day. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter handles are all at Mike Prince Show. The website, obnradio.com. And our 24-hour dial-in message line, 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we're going to jump right into today's episode. Of course, last night we had a pretty good show scheduled up for you. We had Dr. Donald Reed and Mark Gray as our special guest on last night's show. Both of them had some interesting takes in sharing things that are going on throughout the nation as we steadily try to figure out the coronavirus cause and effect. And in particular, the hotbed topic of recent, at least on my Twitter feed, has been the response to the Louisiana Tech statements made by athletic director Tony McClellan. He is on record for stating that they would try to enforce a $500,000 cancellation fee that Prairie View would have to pay Louisiana Tech. And when we spoke with Dr. Reed about that in particular on last night, he made it clear that Tony McClellan had reached out to him and was making all indications that his verbiage was not necessarily for Prairie View. I don't know how he could make that statement, being that he was quoted and it was obvious that he said he was going to initiate the contact, and that he did. But we heard Dr. Reed here explain that they did have some good dialogue. They are working things out. And possibly in the future, these two institutions will revisit the possibilities of playing against each other. Personally, I would not pursue it. It is what it is. I know that he reached out in an apologetic form and manner, but you said what you said. It came from the heart, and I just really don't see how you could ever go back to an authentic working relationship when statements like that have been released. But that is part of the negotiating process. But I would definitely dot I's and cross T's if I were to ever go back into any type of business relations with Louisiana Tech, in particular, while Mr. Tony McClellan is in charge. I just personally thought it was totally disrespectful in every manner that you could look at this thing, from inside out, up and down. Totally disrespectful. You guys have chimed in over 15,000 impressions and hits off that tweet. I didn't think it would get that much, but you're definitely speaking out loud and clear. We'd love to hear your comments on our message line. You can dial 713-570-6736. Let us know what you think. Do you think that Mr. McClellan meant what he said when he said what he said? Was it out of frustration? What I'm looking at is that they are being squozed out by the Power Fives, so therefore they want to pass the buck down to the FCS and the smaller man. That's the only way I can look at this thing. If this were in a classroom setting, it would be called bullying. But, as it was stated, the leader, in this case Dr. Reed, trusts the integrity. In fact, vouch for him that he's had different interactions with him in times past, that he's a stand-up guy. We shall see. Remember, I was born in Missouri. You've got to show me. And speaking of show me, the MLB showed me that it could be done, although it was not allowed for people to be in the stands, but with the way they're funneling in the sound, it was very appropriate, and it seemed real-like. I kind of enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about it. 713-570-6736.
We'd like to recognize sponsors. Attorney Lee Van Richardson, located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. Their phone number is 979-826-8008. Diva Skin Conditioner, located at divafeet.com, DIVAH feet.com. Their phone number, 903-270-0026. Prairie View Athletic Club, serving student athletes since 1986. Their phone number is 936-857-5817. Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas, at 45372 Old Highway 290. Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, several locations to serve you. Katy, Rosenberg, Brenham, Bryan, College Station, and Waller, Texas. Their phone numbers, toll free, 855-391-2149. If you or your business would like to be a part of the sponsorship team here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, contact us at 832-213-8824.
Well, with the 2020 campaigns being pushed back on both the MEAC and the SWAC, I guess now we have to look ahead to the 2021 campaign with the addition of FAMU and Bethune-Cookman. It's ironic that both the MEAC and the SWAC celebrating monumental marks, 50 years for the MEAC, 100 years for the SWAC, and all of it has been distracted with the coronavirus. But I'm pretty sure there will be a make-up, revamped schedule of the celebratory plans that were for both sides of the fence, and be very, very nice to get those things underneath the belt.
The Open Mic Broadcast Network is an independent network that is dedicated to local community programming featuring sports, the gospel, community news, and much, much more. It is our endeavor to keep the community informed, enlightened, encouraged, and entertained. Our continued existence is solely predicated on those who donate toward our cause. The opportunity to give is a very simple process. You can visit our Open Mic Broadcast Network site at obnradio.com, click on the PayPal button, and become a supporter today. For those of you who would prefer to send in a donation, make all checks payable to Open Mic Broadcast Network, OPEN, capital MIC, Broadcast Network, P.O. Box 891, Prairie View, Texas, 77446. Thank you for your support. Thank you for spreading the word of the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics, the voice of student athletics since 2002.
Once again, those who missed last night's Sunday Night Live, we come to you on Sunday evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We had Dr. Donald Reed and Mark Gray from the Washington, D.C. area. Go back, check those guys out, get caught up with the rest of the journey. And speaking of the journey, we feature the journey on Wednesdays right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. A host of innovative female leadership in the world of athletics. You definitely do not want to miss it. We have Miss Sonia Stamps with She Say Sports. Of course, Mr. Carlos Brown with the Carlos Brown Show. We have so much to offer. Be sure to visit that website at obnradio.com. Check things out. And speaking of checking things out, the time on the wall tells me that's all, and I must exit stage left. My time is far spent. Thank our sponsors for their continued support. Thank our listeners for your continued support. Until the next time, I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. You guys be blessed. We'll see you on the other side.